Everyone doing? Thank you for joining me. Welcome. I'm live early today. Look at this. Hello. Thank you. I am doing well. Thank you. I appreciate everyone joining me on this Monday afternoon. I hope everyone's week has started off to a great start. Oh no. Oh, I was about to say, Danielle, I'm so sorry about your migraine. I have a girlfriend who I get rid of her migraines all the time. I was about to, but I think if I sat here, oh, my hair looks so cute. Thank you very much. I just pulled it up because I didn't want to do it. Thank you. Everything is great. Hello. So y'all know how this goes. If you have watched me go live before, you put who you want read in the comments. And I pull them, or I do spirit led. Anita, a family friend, Harry, who passed away. All right, Anita, let's do your family friend. We'll get this party rolling with him. So for those of you just popping in, just because I'm calling up a certain spirit, I always still give evidence. And then Anita will say, yes, that's my spirit, or no, it isn't. And if it isn't, we find who he belongs to. If the information fits, then we roll with it. Okay, Anita, the second I asked for Harry, I'm getting someone who he passed suddenly. And though he passed suddenly, he did have some health concerns he's letting me know that he didn't take care of. So yes, he passed suddenly, but he's partly responsible, he's saying, for his passing because he didn't take care of these health problems. And some of it was his diet, how he ate. He's also saying that he had, heart, that's what it was. I was like, what are you saying here, Harry? He's saying heart. He's also letting me know that he was cremated. And that at some point in his life he served in the military. It looks like an army uniform, but it is a military uniform. All right. Thank you for those little froggies. Okay, so Miss Anita, does this sound like your friend Harry? If it doesn't sound like your friend Harry, just please put no in the comments. So we'll find who. Yes, it sounds like him. Very good. Thank you, Miss Anita. So, for those of you watching, she has confirmed that's who is Harry. So now let's move into the message. You know, I dropped my pen. Let's see if I can grab another one. There we go. It's on the way under my desk. He is letting me know that it's his celebration of life. I wanted to call it a funeral, and he kept stopping me. And so I was like, well, what is this? He's calling it a...
Suddenly, for sure.
Thank you. So for those of you that are hearing the voice in the background, I didn't think about it when it was kind of like I was zoning in doing my reading, and my daughter started talking. I was like, oh, I'm used to hearing my husband talk, but he isn't here today. So I grabbed my daughter to help me moderate. So we have a different one. Oh, thank you, Franny. So this gentleman, I was calling it a funeral, but then he changed it and said it was a celebration of life. Oh, that's why he was being so specific about that. She said it seems about right. And he's saying he didn't realize that so many people were going to be there. Yes, 111 Blondie, you caught me. Here I am. And this was just a spur of the moment thing too. What is it with my hair right there? What is that? All right. This gentleman is also saying, Anita, that how much he appreciated your friendship, that you very much have a beautiful heart and you have a beautiful way of accepting people for where they are in life and what they're doing, and you don't judge. He is also saying that he has been coming to you, and he's doing this like knocking on wood, like you haven't been recognizing it. Welcome, Starfish. So Anita, when people or spirits step forward and they talk about, oh, she's not recognizing me, it means that they've been dropping signs that they're around you and you're just not paying it. Oh, you visited him right before he passed. Nice job. Yes. He is showing me a light flickering So he messes with your lights. But on top of that, he also is very good about just dropping in your head. That's called, according to how they do it, he's saying clairaudience. I was like, how are you doing that? Is it claircognizance or audience? It means that you have random thoughts dropping in your head. A lot of times people think when clairaudience is clear hearing, that when you hear a spirit, it's going to be like a clear voice having conversation with you. That's not the way spirits talk. It is very rapid. It's very, sometimes it can sound like your own voice in your head, but the messages that they drop in are going to be random. I will tell you that spirits will never tell you to hurt yourself or anyone else. A spirit's voice is only going to be of a love vibration. All right, thank you, Miss Anita, for letting me read him. I do want to give a PSA now that we have a few people on here. I will never message you, so please don't Venmo anyone any money. Sometimes I've been thinking of, oh, yes, you have just, are you reading these comments?
Yeah, you were reading it as soon as I was about to tell you.
I'm kidding, I'm my moderator over there. I was like, just realized I've been reading all these comments. I was like, moderator, are you over there reading over there? What's going on here? Yes, that is why you've been thinking like that, is because it's just random thoughts dropping in. And you're like, where did that come from? That's the way spirits get to you. It's just a random thought. And also, I have a class coming up in March. Anyone who wants to understand how spirits talk to them or understand how to speak this other language of spirit, March 15th, I have an intro class starting. I would love to have y'all there. It's a lot of fun. Some people that join my intro class, they want to be a medium, and some people just want to understand how to talk to their own people, how to contact their own spirit guides. Sometimes they want to turn into a business, and sometimes they just want to do it for themselves and to further their spirituality. So that's on my website. Aw, thank you. Thank you, B-Fons. Thank you. All right, let's do spirit-led now. That one was someone that I just grabbed, and now we're going to go spirit-led. So here we go. I have a gentleman, and he was trying to drop his name in. That was the holdup. I was trying to get this name. Let me describe him. Maybe I'll get that name again. It wasn't a name it's an unusual name. You know, I'm hearing like it starts out with Al, but like Alfonso or something like that.
Fancy.
A fancy name. My moderator said fancy, like that's a fancy name. So I'm hearing this Alfonso, Alfred. Alfred does not feel right. It feels more like, it could be a Lois. It's a male. So I don't know if that Lois or whatever that is a male or female. But this is a male we have stepping up. He's letting me know he passed young. He was a young man. Loved music.
Antonio.
Okay, let me describe him. Maybe this will kind of clarify it. Okay, someone says C.M. Henley, her brother, 23. Did he have an A name that was kind of like unusual like that? Let me finish describing him. She's kneeling. What do you
No, I just went.
what does that mean, she's kneeling? Okay.
Stay focused, Mama.
He is showing me that, you know, when he loved music, I'm hearing more of, you know what, he didn't die young. He is telling me that he's showing me young, because that's the way he was still young in my boat, but he was more like in his 50s when he passed. He's presenting in his 20s because he looked good, let me tell you. But he liked like jazz music. I keep hearing jazz and blues. He liked that kind of music. Trumpets specifically. Trumpet music, like not by itself, but he loved to hear that trumpet. And what is that one thing? Was that a trombone?
I think so.
The sliding thing. He's showing me he really liked those. Not standing up, like sitting, looking up.
She was talking about a shadow next to her bed.
Oh, okay. So, I'll get to that in a minute. It was a shadow next to her bed, she's saying. And it was kneeling.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll get to that in a minute. Let me finish up with the spirit. Okay, so we have an A name like Alfonso, Alfred, something like that. Alanis. I don't know why that came to me. A male. He died young, but 50s, early 60s. He loved music. He was thin for most of his younger life. You saw pictures of him when he was younger.
Gomes family? Uncle Ladolino? They called him Al. That's the name. They called him Al.
Oh, my moderator is like trying to put together all the name. But she said it was an uncle that y'all called him Al.
He passed in his early 50s.
Okay. I haven't seen that come by, but I will take my moderator's word for it. That's someone on here. What was her name?
The Gomez family.
The Gomez?
Gomez family.
Gomez family. All right, Gomez family. It looks like we have this the spirit claimed by a moderator. It was I knew it was a not weird. It was a unique. That's a better word. It was a unique A name, and I was having a hard time like hearing the spirit. My moderator was having a hard time reading it, but y'all called him Al, so that must be it. Now I was gonna see. Did you see how many followers she had? This could be. We called him Al, passing his.
188.
There you go. Oh, the Gomes family. I was going to make you go live with me, but you don't have enough people.
It's
Portuguese. All right, that's why.
She said we have trouble saying it too. It's not just me. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. The Gomes family. She said, my moderator's like, she said she has a problem pronouncing it too. That must be why y'all called him Al. All right. This gentleman, so funny. I mean, we're kind of having a lighthearted discussion here about how his name, it was hard to pronounce, and he is very, like, laughing along with us. He is also talking about, that it feels like a male around you. I think the person I must be talking to is a female. But there is a male around you that is very close to you. Right? It feels like a husband. And if you're not married, it's whoever that is in your life that functions like a husband. Has been going through a lot of anxiety lately and has just been really taking life too seriously, he said. And I know, I get like that too. Like you just start taking life too seriously. You start talking about, or you start thinking, overthinking things and trying to control the outcome. There are some transitions coming up for your significant other's life. And this uncle is talking about for him he's showing me the symbol he's showing me is him riding a surfboard. And when I see that symbol from Spirit, it means for you to that life is going to be sending some stuff your way and it will be okay. You just need to kind of go with the flow of it. And it's going to, he's starting a new job. Very good. When he starts this new job, he is going to have a little, of course, new jobs are tough, but for him in particular, he must have been at the last job a long time, or this new job is new skill set that he's not used to. But if he goes with the flow and if he just kind of learns to roll with it, it's going to be so much better in the end. He's going to have a rough, I'm seeing like 6 weeks in the beginning where he's finding his footing in this new job, but it's really the best move for him and it's going to be great in the end. Thank you so much for claiming this spirit, the Gnome or Gomes family. Thank you, thank you. And I appreciate Uncle Al stepping forward with that message. Thank you, Uncle Al. All right, so now someone was asking about this spirit that was kneeling next to their bed and they said not next to the door. There's a couple of things for anyone watching. I know, hello. Aw, thank you. A lot of people, and I just had this, So if I ever say something that doesn't fit with your belief system, make sure you are, you let it go. I'm not here to change someone. I'm not here to change everyone's belief system. A lot of times when people see dark spirits, they instantly think a bad spirit. And that's just not the case. Sometimes that's just how you're seeing a spirit. You're seeing a shadow. You're seeing the remnant of energy, and you're seeing the remnant of a spirit or of a person. Just because it's a shadow doesn't mean, or dark, doesn't mean it is energetically dark. Now that person that was, I feel, kneeling beside the bed. So now at this point, when you ask me, I just kind of tap into that situation. I'm like, okay, what am I feeling when I tap there? It feels like it was one of your guides. And I'm asking why he was there. And he's telling me that you have been under tremendous stress lately. You would do really good. I just posted a video on my YouTube channel. It's under emotions. It's the anxiety one. It's like when you get, I describe chronic anxiety in there, and that feels a lot like you have been facing lately, is this chronic anxiety. And I'm hearing that you have been like playing out all these different scenarios. Am I able to see negative spirits around people? We're definitely going to discuss that one. You just play all these different scenarios out in your head, and I'm hearing that to start journaling, to get rid of those spirits. That was someone there to support you. It wasn't someone there to scare you. If you do have spirits around you that you don't want around you, that make you feel uncomfortable, just tell them to go away. You are a powerful spirit in your own right, and you can surround yourself with a protection energy and tell those spirits to go away. Okay, so now, do I see negative spirits around people? I don't see negative spirits around people. I see negative people, if that makes sense. I have said over and over, forever, the only spirits I am ever afraid of are the ones that are still inhabited in human bodies. Spirits can never make you do something you don't want to do. If a spirit is around you that doesn't fit, if he's not energetically connected to you, that can feel uncomfortable sometimes because it's not a loved one. And that's when you tell the spirit to go away. I'm not a big fan of telling all spirits to go away because we have a whole support team and I like my spirits around me. If there's a spirit you don't want around you, please tell it to go away. You are a powerful spirit in your own right. Okay, looks like we have some, can you communicate with our guides? Yes, of course. Yes, it's just energy. Yes, can communicate. The other day in a reading, I don't normally go all over the place like this, and this, such as the reading I had the other day. It's just this person was more open and more open to receiving those types of messages. So in one reading, I connected to some past relatives, a past pet. When I was talking to her, a pet jumped in her lap and started telling me about something, and I passed that message along, which fit. Also, I was talking to one of our guides. So yes, absolutely. It's just energy. And once you learn to read energy, you can kind of go all over the place with that energy. If you're interested in learning to read it, I have a class coming up starting March 15th. Okay. Do you see someone that sticks out to you?
Yeah. Miss I bet so. She didn't say her actual name. But Grandpa Ray.
Miss your something, Grandpa Ray.
She's been here since you started.
All right. So Miss your something. I didn't catch the last part of that call name. But your Uncle Ray. Your Grandpa Ray. So how this works is I describe this. Oh, there it is. Mr. Bexo.
Mr. Ibex.
Okay. I describe this spirit. You say yay or nay. If it doesn't sound like your Grandpa Ray, just say
You're
right. You right. We're
Mm-hmm.
struggling with names today, I tell you. My goodness. Okay, someone's asking, what is that? Barely move. Talking about sleep paralysis. Okay. Grandpa Ray is stepping up, and he instantly makes me want to like stick a toothpick or something in my mouth. You know those people that go around and they chew on something like they always have a toothpick or something sticking out of their mouth? That's what I'm feeling with him. Also, this man had a way of standing that you would recognize. Uribe. Oh, thank you, Kara. She says it's pronounced Uribe. 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 You see me trying to make sure I'm doing that correctly? Okay. And there would be, so in his for most of his years, he was very thin, and he would stand there with a hand kind of bent and chewing on something like a toothpick or something while he talked to people. Grandpa Ray is also showing me that he was very good at fixing things. Motors and just constantly getting working on things and constantly getting his hands dirty. He always had to be doing something. He wasn't someone who could just sit and watch TV. He was always having to do something.
Yes, he was.
He was, all right, Mr. eBay. So what was that he always had in his mouth, Mr. eBay? Was that a toothpick? So she confirmed what I said about Uncle Ray. Now, for those of you listening, Grandpa Ray, sorry. Those of you listening, when you come to me and he loved building things, he was an engineer. Okay, very good. And his mind was just always going. His mind was just like constantly. For those of you watching and listening, so whenever you come forward and people ask for a spirit, you already have one in mind, so it's a lot easier to describe them. Not easier to describe them, but you're already like, yep, that fits him. So whenever it's spirit led, there's just a ton more information, and they take a little bit longer to fit when it's spirit led. Grandpa Ray is telling me, Uribe, that
she's not sure. He was in Air Force maybe back then, but as he got older, he never really had any.
Okay.
A toothpick or anything like that.
Okay. Very good. You're being so good at confirming this. I appreciate you. Y'all are being very good today. Maybe it's just because it's in the afternoon, everyone's awake. But everyone's been really good with their comments and confirming things right away. Thank you, thank you. He's very much showing me that. Why is he showing me he's showing me a folded flag. Do you know who has a folded flag? He's showing me either at when he got out of the service or when he was buried, he's showing me a folded flag. And that is just more confirmation of who he is. He's showing me that there is someone else. Now, I don't feel like it's you.
She doesn't.
Oh, you don't know who it is. You don't know who it has it. Okay. It feels like it's in a box somewhere, kind of hidden. He wants me to take a box out and like dust it off, and there's dust all over it. And I open up this box, and there is a lot of military memorabilia. You know, he doesn't care if that box is found, but I think that you would enjoy it. That's why I was like, why are you telling me about this box? Because you would enjoy this box. He is telling me that you are someone who you like that family history. You like kind of delving into things that people used to have. You know what you would be really good at your eBay is psychometry. Psychometry is something that we learn in my classes, and it's inanimate objects that hold energy. Like if you go into an antique store and there is like a chair, there is so much energy in these antique stores. And it is how inanimate objects will hold the energy of people. And you would be very good at that, because he is showing me that you just really like the family things, like history things in your family. You like the jewelry that people have passed down. He's showing me there is a lady over there with him who has passed down some recipe books. You love those types of things. So if you're interested in that box, start asking around, because someone in the family has it. And I just see it in the back of a garage, and it is a cardboard box, and it is covered with dust. All right. Rebe, he's also telling me that, you know, you have
Can
been...
you describe that again?
Can I describe the box again? Is that what she wants?
In the back of his garage.
Okay, it's in the back of a garage. Let's see. Show me, Grandpa. I didn't know we were looking for something. I didn't know we were looking for something. I was just kind of telling you a little bit about it. But let me just ask this Grandpa where it is. Okay, so he's taking me into, you know, I'm not sure if it's a garage or a shed because it's very messy. So if, you know, sometimes most people's garages are more put together than sheds are. This is a very messy.
She said his house got sold.
Okay.
So it's not in his house.
Yeah. It looks like I would ask where all of his stuff went, like where those boxes went, because it looks like it's in like a storage unit or a shed. And when you walk in it, I want to go to the back right of this storage container, which it feels like a shed.
She said that he said that when he passed, he said that his kids would be well taken care of, but they never found a will. I have so many more questions.
You do.
The answer, lady.
My moderator's over there. She's like, I have so many questions. Okay, so it's in the back right of this, and there's a lot of mess around it. There is old tools, and it's got to be a shed. Old tools, there's all kinds of junk around. I guess it doesn't have to be, but it's a very messy garage. And the box is about this tall. It's not a huge box. It's about this tall. It's more rectangle than it is square. And I don't see any markings on it. It's not even taped up. It's one of those that's just folded. You know how you can lift the lids up and kind of put them down so they're folded? It doesn't even have tape on it. And I see the stuff in there.
She said that he was a hoarder, and anything you can do to help them find the will.
Oh, he was a hoarder, so that's the problem. I was going to say, whatever this is hugely messy. So did he have you know, I know there's people wanting me to read. So, if he had, it looks like a messy shed, and I know I keep saying that, but that's the mess. Wherever, because I feel like whatever, they just went in there and took all this stuff when the house was sold and moved it somewhere else. They did not even go through it thoroughly. So whoever took that stuff and just took it and put it in like another shed or another storage unit, that's where I'm feeling it. All right. Thank you.
And if you find it, you need to let us know.
Oh, yeah. My moderator said, if you find it, you need to let us know. That's right. I know I'm about that. I love waking up to those emails where what I said came true. I woke up to 2 this morning. I love that. You're very welcome, honey. Okay. Let's do, okay, we'll do a spirit. That was, you told me that one, so let's do a spirit led. Oh, wow. Okay, so this lady's stepping up. You know, she was a nun at one point in her life. And I'm hearing Sister Mary Catherine. All right. Yeah, I don't get these. Okay. You love the spirit led. All right. This is, it's a female. She's a nun. I'm hearing Sister Mary Catherine. She very much wore the habits. I know nowadays some people, you know, some of the modern day nuns don't wear like the traditional garb. This lady wore the traditional garb. She's also showing me that she had, I don't know anything about the structure of nuns, but I'm just feeling like she was more in charge, whatever that means. She's showing me she's teaching young ones. So I'm assuming she was a teacher at a Catholic school or at a church. Again, not real familiar with the Catholic structure. She is also showing me that she... Oh my God. Okay. Oh, I thought someone was claiming her. Okay. So let's recap. If you have a nun in spirit, listen up. Person in a ring, is it a family member? Yes, I feel that is a family member hanging around you. Okay. It's a nun. I'm hearing Sister Mary Catherine, but if your name is Catherine or her, someone around her's name is Catherine, I would get that. Yeah. She is showing me that she wore the traditional garb, so she didn't wear modern day clothes. She wore the traditional nun habit, and also she was in charge of, it looks like a school. I'm hearing I'm seeing her herding kids around, like going this way. Come on. You love that giggle. Oh, you must have heard my moderator laugh. She does have kind of a cute giggle, doesn't she? I love to hear her laugh, actually. It's very contagious. She did not reside in just one area. She shows me like moving around and helping different, what do you call that? She was a nun. I mean, my fiance's grandmother was named. Mary. Okay, so who is this to? Let me see.
Fiance's grandmother's best friend.
Okay.
Who was a part of their family.
I'm going to ask you to go live, Miss Anna. Looks like you haven't.
I don't have to do any work.
My moderator said, "Thank goodness I don't have to do any work." If she accepts it, let's see if she's going to. Oh, wait a minute. Is she going to go live or did she decline it? Miss Anna, can you not go live?
She can't go live.
She can? Well, she has enough.
Sorry, I cannot go live.
Oh, well, my moderator is going to have to work then.
Busy.
Okay, no problem.
Told you she's not playing. She's babysitting.
Oh, she's babysitting. Oh, okay. The other day someone couldn't go live and they had gotten banned. I was thinking, ooh, were you naughty? Okay, so this was her fiance's, who?
Her fiance's grandmother's best friend.
Okay, very good. Her fiance's grandmother's best friend. Oh my goodness, no big deal, Miss Anna. So this lady is talking about, for one thing, she's teasing. This lady is so funny, and she just has a beautiful heart. You know what? She is such a loving spirit. And I know a lot of people say, well, she was a nun. Of course, no. I have brought through like this lady was just so loving and accepting of everyone. And she's also showing me, she's wanting to tease you.
She was part of their family and she lived with her fiance's grandmother.
She wants me to tease you and that, when's the wedding? Have you been engaged for a while and y'all haven't set the date or y'all dragging your feet on that? Because she very much wants me to tease you about that. She's also talking about, you, Anna.
Oh my God. That's it. That's all she said. Oh my God.
She's also showing
16th. I'm getting married.
Congratulations. Oh, yes. Look for something unusual to happen at this wedding. She's going to make her herself known. I just saw someone said their subscription is expiring, which doesn't matter to me, but I just want everyone to know that probably in April, I'm going to have a Zoom event for subscribers. So if you are a subscriber of mine, make sure you're looking out for that because you will have to go to my website to register for it. So just know that that's going to be coming up sometime in April. I don't have the details worked out in my head yet, but I want to give everyone a heads up. She's also telling me, Anna, that you have been dragging your feet on pursuing a dream of yours. It feels like going for some kind of certification. I was going to say college and she stopped me. So I'm feeling more it's like a certification that you're dragging your feet. Just doubting yourself, wondering if you can do it and doubting yourself. So make sure you are doing that. She's also telling me to tell your fiance's grandmother, tell her, yes, that's me. I was like, yes, it's you. It's you doing what? And she has been...
She's in nursing school and would like to get certified as in, and then the
Very
English.
good. Very good.
When I
you
graduate.
Okay, very good. Because I almost said cosmetology school, and she stopped me.
She has chills. Oh my god. I have chills.
So I knew when she saw, I was like, oh, no, I have that wrong. She's also telling me to, on your fiance's grandmother, your fiance's grandmother has seen her. So, what are you doing right now? She's showing me that, okay, so now, I'm sure everyone here, it's happened to everyone here. So, you know when you will be looking somewhere and you see something out of the corner of your eye and you turn and there's nothing there. You're like, no, I know I saw a shadow there. I know I saw something. It's a spirit. You can see spirits better peripherally. So she's letting me know that your fiance's grandmother has seen her. So just ask her, ask your fiance's grandmother if she has done that. Have you been seeing things out of the corner of your eye and you turn and there's nothing there? Because that's this lady. All right. Thank you, Miss Anna.
I have that shop to tell her.
Thank you for letting me read her. I appreciate you today. Okay. Couple of PSAs. I will not be direct messaging anyone. No Venmo. Please do not. Thank you. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate you. I appreciate very much when y'all give hearts and share my live and do the gifts. It just helps. It's hard sometimes, not sometimes, always, to like get a edge in on social media. And I very much appreciate when y'all send hearts and share my live. It helps it optimizes me and the algorithm, and I so appreciate that. Okay. You see your dogs. I know, isn't that cool? So it happened to me today. Where was I? I was running an errand this morning before I started working, and it's really. Has anyone ever done that in the rearview mirror? There's a thing called scrying, and it's a way to see. Again, I teach it in a class how you can see spirits in mirrors. It's called scrying, but it happened to me today when I was backing out of my garage to go somewhere. I was like, oh my goodness, like I caught something in the rearview mirror. I thought I was going to run into something and I realized, oh no, it was just a spirit. I had an SUV full of spirits today running an errand with me. I don't know. I guess they were bored. They wanted to come along. All right, who we got?
Elizabeth, her mom.
Elizabeth. Is that her call name, Elizabeth?
No, it's Kelsey Jamby.
Okay.
Jamby?
Just so I know who to look for. Okay, Elizabeth wants her mom. Okay, so again, for those of you listening, I will ask Elizabeth to confirm or deny the information I'm getting. Your mom is showing me that, not when she passed, because she passed older than this, so she's presenting younger. Do you remember her having, gosh, I haven't thought about these, and her name was
Elizabeth. She's Kelsey.
Okay, you're Kelsey, your mom's.
It's very confusing on me.
Okay, Kelsey, your mom, Elizabeth. Do you remember your mom back in her heyday wearing those, I think it was the 70s, those like pastel matchy pantsuits? Do you remember that? Your mom also had like the fly hairdo, like she's showing me during the day. So there must be either you have a vivid memory of it or you've seen pictures of her recently that like this, where she's wearing these pastel color, like matchy, I think it was in the 70s, pantsuits. And then her hair was like, that beehive hairdo. She's laughing about it. She loved her hair. The bigger, the better. I'm telling you, this hair is, what is that? Something about closer to God, higher the hair, closer to God, something like that. Anyway, she's showing me that. She's also showing me, Kelsey, that you have some of her jewelry, that it's not worth a lot of money, but it has sentimental value. Also, someone, okay, I was about to say someone has thought of or has a tattoo of her, but then she stopped me. Why did you stop me? I felt that so sure. Sorry. I'm just having a side discussion with the spirits right here. Don't mind me. I am feeling someone always has something on their body that reminds them of this lady. But every time I go to a tattoo, she stops me. She's also showing me that she had like clothes from when she passed. She still had clothes from a lot of different generations. Decades, I should say. Look, hey from Scotland. I'm going to be in Scotland this summer. I just spent like 3 hours yesterday making all kinds of, look, I don't know if y'all can see where I was making my reservations. Y'all see that map of Scotland right there? I spent like, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours making hotel reservations for Scotland. Okay. I haven't seen anything from Miss Kelsey recently. Has she posted anything?
I've seen it.
All right, Miss Kelsey, hopefully.
Oh, there she is. I don't think I can claim. She didn't have generations of
Okay,
photos.
very good. I very much appreciate that.
No, I don't have tattoos of her.
Okay, so it looks like we have a spirit up for grab, and I so appreciate this. And this will happen actually when you're in a group reading or you come for a one-on-one reading. You will think it's someone, and then the spirit will give more information. And you're like, oh yeah, no, that's not them at all. And they will purposely give you information to let you know, no, I am not who you think of. Okay, so we have a spirit up for grabs here. We have a mom energy. You know, I am still hearing a B name like Beth or Betty. This lady is showing me that she was in her prime, in her heyday in like the 70s, where they wore those pastel matchy pantsuits, and her hair, she has big hair, like she teased it up. Not huge, but you know, she teased it up. Like to have her hair big. What else did I say about her? I forget now. Oh, yeah.
Tracksuit. Somebody in the family has tattoo.
There is someone in the family who has a tattoo of hers, or her thought about getting a tattoo in her honor. Also, she's showing me jewelry being passed down. I don't think the jewelry necessarily belongs to the person listening to this live, but they know of who the jewelry has been passed down to. And it's not worth a lot of money, but it has sentimental value. And also she's letting me know there was a little bit of arguing within the family. Discussion, some discussions on who was going to get what when she passed. She did not lay it out well enough in her will. And I've done enough coaching and talked to enough people. If you don't do anything else, go through your house, put sticky notes on things. Do something. Let it know. Let your what you want done with your stuff now. Yes, it could absolutely be a Bonnie or a Benita. Okay, so I am going to dollar store jewelry. I could absolutely see that. Okay, we have a tattoo for her, and I wear her 2 rings and a bracelet. Brittany.
Mm-hmm.
You think that's who it is, Brittany?
Somebody said that they couldn't claim it all but the B name.
I'm feeling the B name pretty strongly. Sometimes I will say, when people say, I can claim it all, but, you know, the name. And I'll be like, you know what, I want the B name. No, I'm feeling the B name really strongly.
Definitely. Sarah Endicott?
You think it's Sarah? Okay, Miss Sarah. Who is it? Who is this to her?
Grandmother.
Okay, Miss Sarah. Looks like we're with you. Let's see how many. Oh, Miss Sarah. I'm about to ask you to go live. People are running.
You're ready. Hope you're ready, Sarah.
My moderator was like, I hope you're ready, Sarah.
Oh,
There you go. Hello, Miss Sarah. She's on her way. I'm getting that. Can you see the? Oh, there you go. Hi, Sarah. Are you there? Miss Sarah. Are you there? Oh, she just muted herself. Miss Sarah, you're muted. You're muted. She just muted herself. I don't know what. I don't know if she couldn't hear me or what was going on. Uh-oh, we lost her. Oh, she said she went offline. Went offline. Like we completely lost her. So let me.
Man, you done crashed her TikTok. That was rude.
My moderator's calling me rude. She said I crashed Miss Sarah's.
You crashed her TikTok.
I crashed her TikTok. I did not mean to crash her TikTok. I was just trying to get her to go live. I did not mean to crash her TikTok. Okay. I'm going to give a quick message from this lady to Sarah. If she has gone offline, hopefully she gets back on. If not, my lives are dropped on my YouTube channel. Most of them are. She's just not the B name, I believe it. Okay. She's back. Very good. All right. Let me, I don't know, I'm hot all of a sudden. Let me get this message to Sarah. Her grandmother is talking about.
The tattoo, the drawing is all amazing. The stories I have for those.
Okay, very good. All right. So, my New Orleans shirt. She's talking about, this lady was like, so many people have stories about her. She was the glue that held this family together. Everyone has a memory of her. She is showing me having family get-togethers. She loved Christmas. She loved the time of Christmas. And she didn't have a lot of money, but she didn't really complain about it. And she's also telling me, I'm sorry, there was another spirit stepping up.
Oh my gosh, yes. I'm crying. You made her cry. You crashed her TikTok and you made her cry.
You hear I'm a moderator here. She's like, first you crashed her TikTok, now you made her cry. She is also so thankful that y'all have not let her memory just fade. Like
she
y'all.
was Mrs. Claus.
Oh, she was Mrs. Claus. Oh my goodness, how funny is that? No wonder she's showing me how much she loved Christmas. Loved us, lady. Okay, she's also telling me that she loves how y'all still are keeping her memory alive. Y'all talk about her all the time. And every time y'all talk about her, it's with love and laughter and how much she very much appreciates that. She has, so it's not in your house. I feel like it is, Sarah. It's in someone else's house. And I'm seeing something falling over. So check with one of her daughters, because I think you said that you were her granddaughter. But it was a female's house. So check with one of her daughters and ask if they've had something just randomly fall over on a shelf in their living room area. And there was no reason for it to fall over. That was their mother. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Sarah. And sorry for crashing your TikTok and making you cry. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all want to do some psychic?
You still do that to Kelsey.
You want me to go back to Kelsey?
You still do it back to Kelsey.
I don't always.
So you don't
do
forget.
She's
been there since the start.
Okay, so my moderator is telling me that before I do psychic, I need to go back and see if I can get Kelsey's mom.
It's Mama.
Okay, Miss Kelsey, let's go back and see if this next spirit stepping up is your mama. Okay, when this lady steps up, is Kelsey still here?
Yeah, she's still here.
Okay. When this lady stepped up, I'm just instantly smelling like this, oh gosh, a powdery type cologne. So you would have known her to always have the same smell about her. She very much makes me want to get my Aqua Net out and make sure my hair doesn't go anywhere, and I need to tease that crap up. She's also showing me that she always wore this. Once she got stuck on something, she didn't go past it. Like makeup, or once she found something that worked for her, there was no way to get her to try something new. She's also showing me that you would remember her sitting at the kitchen table writing things. So she didn't do her bills and stuff at a desk. She liked to do them at her kitchen table. She was showing me that she enjoyed keeping cards that people sent her. Like if you ever sent her a birthday card or a handwritten note, she would always keep that. She very much felt like keeping that.
Maybe she left.
Okay, so someone is saying yes.
That's wrong.
What's happening, Miss Heather? Miss Heather, what are you saying yes?
Who's just saying this? What you're saying?
Well, because it sounds like it might be her spirit, Miss Heather. Miss Heather.
She's asking.
Oh, okay. Do I answer pregnancy questions?
Yes, and they're my favorite.
I try. Pregnancy questions are your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
My moderator over there answering the question. Someone said, do you answer pregnancy questions? And my moderator is like, yes, and they're my favorite. So apparently I will be answering some pregnancy questions today. Okay.
Lee wants to know something's on.
All right. Lee, can you tell me what spirits are haunting my apartment? You know, Lee, I'm hearing that you are very open to the spirit world. So you have a very high vibration, which means spirits are going to glom on you. And the more spirits you attract, the more spirits those attract. And it just kind of works like that. So you just randomly attract spirits. There's those spirits you do have your own people in your apartment, but you also have spirits that don't belong to you. They're not harmful. They just don't necessarily belong to you. You can tell them to go away or you can keep them. But I'm hearing that you are very open to the spirit world. And you do it almost seamlessly. You don't even have to
He said,
work
yes, I
it.
am.
Mm-hmm. And so what dropped in is I had a meeting with another medium who I don't know very well the other day, but apparently they had watched one of my lives and they had some talking about me seamlessly blending with spirit because it is. I can just flip the switch.
He uses rods to communicate.
He uses rods?
Yes, he uses rods. Doesn't he know that using rods is like using a Ouija board?
My moderator's having a fit because you're using rods. Honey, you don't need those rods to communicate with spirits. That you can just communicate. You don't need rods. You can just do that on your own. I mean, you can use rods, but that's, that is why you're attracting so many spirits because you communicate with them and they're like, oh, let me get through to this guy. Okay.
Shalini?
Mm-hmm.
Will I get pregnant March or April?
Shalani, will I get pregnant in March or April? Okay, let's break it down. Will she get pregnant in March? I feel like it's going to be towards the beginning of April, somewhere in there. I feel like it's going to be very soon. And I'm feeling like towards the end of March or beginning of April, somewhere in that time frame.
Brittany Durham, will my relationship work out?
Brittany, will my relationship work out? I do not feel a lot of positivity in that area. I'm sorry, honey. I know that's not the answer you wanted.
Tashia, will my daughter ever have a baby?
Tashia, will my daughter ever have a baby? I see her having children, but I'm not convinced it's in the traditional manner in which she's going to have children. Judy, will John develop feelings for me? I think he will. I do feel that. I was like, oh my goodness, I don't know if I want to answer that. But I do feel him developing feelings for you.
Franny, will my daughter marry?
Oh, Franny, will your daughter marry? I do think she will marry. That's weird that you didn't put a name of a person or a time frame. But yes, I do feel her marrying.
Daniela, am I supposed to have a third kid?
Danielle wants to know if she's supposed to have a third child. I do see you being the mama of 3. I do, Danielle. I see you having 3 babies running around and you ripping your hair out.
Andrea, will my husband inherit property?
Andrea, will my husband inherit property? I don't feel that. I don't. Thank you, Irish Eyes, for the roses. I appreciate y'all. You know, I so appreciate when people share my um, lives. They give me hearts. It just so much helps the me and the algorithm. It also helps so much when y'all share and like and comment on just my TikToks when I post them. So if you think that, you know, it doesn't make a difference whenever you're following someone and you share their posts or comment, just comment anything. It does make a huge difference, and I so appreciate it. Thank you.
Roxy, will I get justice for my daughter? Rebecca.
Roxy, I am so sorry. I do not feel you getting the kind of justice that you would like to see.
Oh.
And I have words of wisdom from the spirit world, but I'm telling them right now that no one wants to hear them. That we want.
Express by Kim. Will my daughter go to basic training?
Hot mess. Will your daughter go to basic training? I do see her going to basic training. Yes, I do see that. Yes.
Maria.
Yep.
Will Sean be the love of my life?
Oh, Maria. It's the T. Will Sean be the love of her life? You know, I don't see that. I do see y'all having a thing, and I do see lots of chemistry, and I actually see a lot of love. But I also see something happening to that relationship later. Now, when I say things like that, you can absolutely change. Sometimes I will never tell you this, but sometimes I will have a feeling of, I don't see energy changing. I would just tell you what I'm feeling. But in this situation, I do feel like that energy could be changed by working through some issues and forgiveness. Something's going to happen where there's going to have to be some forgiveness going on.
The gal that asked you about being pregnant in March or April, she said, did you say the beginning and end of April I will become pregnant? Do you see a period for me in March?
I said I see you becoming pregnant towards the end of March, beginning of April. All right, let's see. Danny wants to know, when will I get proposed to? Okay, so let's break this down a little bit. Do I see Danny getting proposed to in the next 3 months? No, in the next 6 months. Oh, I hear I'm getting warm. On the next 9, I'm hearing in the next 6 to 9 months, I see you getting proposed to. Okay, Kiki, is Tony the right partner? Will we work out? I'm sorry, I had to move because my white shirt behind the white writing, I couldn't see it. Okay, Kiki, is Tony the right partner? I do feel that. Oh my goodness, yes. I'm so thankful to be able to say that. I get asked so many questions about relationships, and I know I have to give the answer that people don't want to hear, but yes, I do see that for you. Yes. Okay, Amber, is my daughter my great-grandmother reincarnated?
Oh, that's a fun
one. We're about to flip out some people on here, Miss Amber. I absolutely feel that, which is very unusual for a spirit to come back so quickly. And I would love to know how you knew that. Very rarely do I see spirits coming back that quickly. And when I do, very rarely do I say it because people are like, what? So, yes, I do feel that. And how did you know? How did you feel that? I love it. We want the goods. We do. We want the goods.
Really? Will my husband and I ever have a relationship with my bonus child?
Who is that?
Breely
wants to know if her and her husband will ever have a relationship with their bonus child. You know, I do feel like it's going to be rocky, that relationship there. I do feel you having a relationship with them, but it's going to kind of be back and forth. And I'm being shown, there's a card in tarot where it's about someone's having the like they're not seeing things clearly. So someone must be influencing their thoughts and they're not seeing things clearly.
That gal said that she had a reading and she didn't come to see her. So she figured that was the only way.
Okay. She said that she had a reading and her great-grandmother didn't come to see her, but that was the only way. But I'm about to throw another kink there. Are y'all ready for another kink? Is your grandmother can still come and see you, because when you incarnate, all of your soul does not incarnate. You leave part of yourself back in heaven, and according to what your belief system is, it can be your higher self, your oversoul. There's lots of words for it, whatever you want to call it. That part of your soul can still come and talk to you in a reading, even if it's reincarnated. Yeah, I know. Is people's mind being blown right now? Now, I always tell people, like the other day, let's take Saturday. Someone, I actually had two last minute appointments. This lady booked both of them. So then she had a full hour with me. And they had, gosh, it was a lot of spirits, like 9 spirits, 3 dogs, and a horse come through. Well, we're about to close it down, and they were wondering about someone else. Just because someone doesn't step up in a reading doesn't mean they're not around you. Sometimes it's a time constraint. So just because the spirit doesn't step up doesn't mean they're not around. And even if they're reincarnated, they can still step up. Thank you. I love that answer. I know my moderator is over there like interesting. Okay, so I'm not going to answer this right off, but Danny says, was I reincarnated? What was I? If anyone's ever interested in that, on my website is a past life regression appointment. And so when you book it, how past life regression appointment books, you book it. I just bring up a few lives that you had, and how you can know that is because it will resonate with you. You're like, you know, I was always interested in whatever it is related to that life. And then I take you through a meditation to then take you to a past life. Everyone's reincarnated. Let's see. Ashley Renee, will my appointment go well on Thursday? You know, it's going to go well in the end, but I don't see that you're going to get the results that you really want. It's not going to go the way you really want. Okay, let's see. I feel like I have been here so many times. Yes, sober girl. Just tapping into you, I feel the same. I think that you have been, you're a very old soul, and you have been here thousands of times. Okay, someone, oh, it jumped. Will my finances improve? Did you see who that was?
No.
Okay, will my finances improve? If you just ask me a question about finances, I'm seeing they will, but it's going to be like small baby steps. What you got?
I lost it because we're answering something else. Oh, Angie, will my son end up with full custody of his boys?
Angie, I do feel your son ending up with full custody of his boys. Man,
Becky.
Those boys have been through a lot, haven't they?
Becky, will I meet my partner this year?
Becky wants to know if she's going to meet her partner this year. I do not feel you meeting your partner this year, Becky, but I see it next year. Okay, do I see it in the first quarter of next year? Second quarter of next year? I see it towards the end of second quarter next year. Yeah, can y'all tell I have a business degree? I'm like, just like, I divide the year up into quarters. What you got?
Court, well, I get married one day. Or Courtney.
Courtney, well, you get married one day. Courtney, I am feeling that you're going to be married one day, and girlfriend, please keep doing what you're doing. Because I was hearing that you are very picky. Please continue to be picky. Please continue doing that. All right, y'all ready to go back to the mediumship? Y'all ready to go back? Okay, we'll start it with some spirit led while we get back on track here. We're going to start with the spirit led. Are y'all ready? Who is flickering? Yes, 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 yes. All right. I'm hearing a young man, an M named Michael. This kid was, okay. I was trying to like, what is he showing me? He was showing me like this whole screenplay playing out in my head. And I was like, what are you doing here? Because usually they give me more of like symbols or words, but he was playing out this whole show in his head. Okay, in my head. This kid is showing me that he was this all-American kid. He loved to play outside. He liked ball. He liked ATVs. He is, and then early in his adulthood, he got involved in drugs, which was the end. And that's how he passed. It was an accident, though I think there were questions. And when I say it was an accident, he didn't care. When you know how that goes. Like he didn't purposely take his own life, but had gotten so spiraling that he didn't even care either. Okay. So we have a young man here. His name is Michael, and he is showing me through his like teen years, preteen years. He's showing me preteen and into teen. He was just this all-American kid, played ball, liked ATVs, outside all the time. He started drinking as a teenager, but it wasn't really an issue. He is then showing me as a young adult, he got involved in drugs and it just got out of hand. He is also showing me that, honestly, I'm just going to tell you what he's showing me because I'm not sure what it means. I tried to put him in a home, and I don't know why I did that, like in a house. And I don't feel like he was homeless, but I don't know why he frequented hotels, if that's where he got his drugs from, or if he stayed in hotels off and on because his mom kicked him out. I'm not sure. His parents kicked him out. I'm not sure. So anyway, it was past almost. Okay. So does this first name Joshua, Michael? Okay. Does this fit? If it fits, please put a yes in the comments. Died in a hotel room waiting for rehab placement. Okay, Miss Chelsea. It looks like we're onto something here. Chelsea, yes. And she confirmed. Yeah, she confirmed him. Yes. Okay, very good. Let's see how many followers do you have here, Miss Chelsea. 100. Oh, not quite. Okay, who was this to you, Chelsea? Did she say?
I didn't see. Maybe I didn't go far enough back.
Someone said, could the moderator possibly message me? I don't want to interfere with her. That would require her to do a lot. So just, if you have a question, just please pop it in the comments and she will.
Best friend.
Best friend. Okay, very good. All right, Miss Chelsea. This guy, it's one of those, it just feels so bad. He had so much promise. Yeah, everyone has a lot of promise. But you know what I mean. When I say he had a lot of promise, no one saw him going down this path, and it was a complete accident. A lot of times where people are, they're getting involved in drugs, you can see it, not that it's justified, but they come from a tough background or there's some risk factors involved. This guy really didn't have all those risk factors. He just got into, you know what? He's also very sweet and complimented me. I just did a podcast, and it has dropped. Oh no, it's dropped on podcast too. It's on my YouTube channel under my podcast, and it's also on my podcast outlets. And I talked to this lady who was a stay-at-home mom who found herself in addiction. And it very much, he's dropping that in because that's the way it worked for him. She just found herself, having a drink every now and then to take the edge off of her nerves. And before she knew it, she was in this full-blown addiction where it almost killed her. And he is saying that's the way he was, that he just thought he was just going to party. he was just going to fit in, just have a good time. He always felt like he was going to be strong enough to be the person who didn't get addicted. And just shocked that happened. Chelsea, he is telling me that he absolutely hears you talking to him, which tells me you do talk to him a lot. And when you drive, there's something around your rear view mirror. So the rear view mirror in your car, you have something hanging down from it. And I see you, I don't know why he's showing me this, but I see you reaching up and grabbing it, like you're either stopping it or it means something to you. And just know that when you see that thing moving and there's no reason for it to be moving, like your car is not moving and it shouldn't be moving, that is him moving it. Also, he's making me hear wind chimes. So wherever you are that you have wind chimes, he also makes those go off. All right. Thank you, Miss Chelsea, for letting me. Oh my God. Hopefully that means I was spot on, because I love being spot on. All right. Just a little PSA. Just know that I will not direct message you. Please do not Venmo anyone any money. You can only make appointments with me on my website.
She said that she sees him in her rearview mirror.
Oh, you see him in your rearview mirror. Very good. No, it's not terrifying. It's fun. Did someone ask you a question? Yeah. Okay. When you go to my website, when you go to my website and make an appointment, you get automatically a confirmation that has the Zoom link that we will be meeting on. And then the day before, the day before the reading, you get another confirmation, and an hour before you get another confirmation. But I did just open up some more time on my calendar because I finished reading.
Is there a way to view the live after it's over?
What's that?
Is there a way to view the live?
Okay. Thank you for the lights. Is there a way to view the live when it's over? This one is Monday. My social media person might grab it. They are on my YouTube channel. On my YouTube channel, if you go there are subcategories. Like there's playlists on there. There's shorts. There's my TikTok lives. There's my podcast out there. So then you go to the podcast, to the TikTok live section. And then this date will be on the subject of the live. So most of them make it there. My social media person grabs a few every week and puts out there. And also, don't forget, I have a class coming up March 15th. If you would like to learn to do this for yourself or so you can help others. Thank you. I appreciate the gifts. I appreciate when y'all share my videos. When you give me hearts, it really helps me in the algorithm. It's so hard sometimes to get ahead in this algorithm. If anyone has the magic formula, if you could let me know, I'd so appreciate that. All right, I want to thank everyone for joining me on this live today. I popped on to do a quick late Monday afternoon one. I will be putting out, as soon as I get off this live, I'm going to turn around my computer and make my live schedule for this week. And I will be in April putting together a Zoom event for subscribers that they can register for, and so be on the lookout for the details of that. All right. Thank you for joining me. I hope everyone has a blessed Monday.